One of the problems that researchers face is the pressure to get the results out there and be industry relevant as soon as possible. That's a pressure that I can understand from a funding body because they're answerable to their stakeholders, who are essentially the farmers of Australia. And it's an understandable pressure. But sometimes it's unreasonable for a given researcher. If it's really research, you don't actually know the answers in advance. So in our crop nutrition program, which is called More Profit from Crop Nutrition, we undertake the view that it's the collective outputs that really matter to the industry. So when we have our annual meetings, the two questions that the researchers have to consider when they're reporting to the broader crop nutrition group are, what's new to science and what's relevant to industry? Now, the program is divided into 6 themes that range from genetic selection of more nutrient efficient varieties right through to the extension program. And within each of those 6 themes, under the More Profit from Crop Nutrition program, we collectively answer those 2 questions. So let's say all the people working in NPKS response have finished their talks. We then go to the blackboard. Now, it might be that Fred's results have shown nothing new to science, but maybe Joe and Barry's results have. So collectively, nationally, what is new to science for that project theme? What is relevant to the farming community? So what that does, it takes the pressure off an individual researcher to always have something that's new or relevant or immediately applicable. What we're doing is, as a collective group of researchers around Australia, deciding what is new, what have we found as a group, and what can we offer the industry. And that gives us a more transparent and more honest approach for each individual researcher and for the industry as a whole. So we can answer our shareholders, our stakeholders, that's the farmers and the investors, and say, here is what we've got for you. Here's what's new, here's what's applicable. And at the same time, a young researcher or even an old researcher whose research didn't go as planned doesn't have to be forced into this corner of making tall stories or embellishing what they've actually done. They can afford to be honest because we're answering our shareholders as a collective. And that's one of my main ambitions for that More Profit through Crop Nutrition program, is collective answering to our stakeholders.